And now here are the top 5 stories you've been clicking on this week. First up at number 5, Portland's leaders are denouncing threats made against a city councilor. This week, Councilor Victoria Pelletier says she was threatened after she called out what she called an act of white supremacy. Pelletier condemned a flag a small group of people displayed in Congress Square Park that read, quote, "It's okay to be white." The flag first appeared last week on the first day of Black History Month. At number 4, a former corrections officer who fell asleep at the wheel, causing a car crash that killed a 9-year-old girl more than 3 years ago, will not serve any prison time. Kenneth Meringue was found guilty of manslaughter back in October in the death of Raylyn Bell of Standish. This week, a Maine Superior Court judge ruled Meringue will serve 4 years probation, pay a $5,000 fine, and do 200 hours of community service. At number 3, the Federal Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, also known as SNAP, is set to change next month. From March 1st, emergency maximum assistance benefits for SNAP will end entirely, and monthly payment amounts will return to normal. According to the Maine Department of Health and Human Services, about 100,000 Mainers receive SNAP benefits. At number 2, a national pet store chain is closing 8 of its locations here in Maine. Loyal Companion, which has 15 stores all across New England, has filed for bankruptcy. The stores will shut down February 28th, with some select stores now holding liquidation sales ahead of the planned closures. The parent company says it is trying to find buyers for some locations to keep them open. And our most clicked on story this week, an investigation is underway after a pedestrian was killed by a train in Biddeford. Police say a 27-year-old woman was hit and killed by an Amtrak Downeaster at the railroad crossing on Main Street early Tuesday morning. Right now, police are not releasing the woman's identity, but say she died at the scene. No one else was hurt. And that's a look at the top 5 stories for us online this week. You can read more about these stories and a lot more news and weather on our website and mobile app.